How's it going? Welcome to Loft 801. My name is Diego, and this video is a review of Madballs Escape from Planet Orb. This silly cartoon was based on the popular foam toy Madballs from the mid-1980s and was released in November of 1986. Before I hop into my review, if you want to support the channel, please take a second to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. We really appreciate it. This review will contain spoilers, so continue at your own risk. If you're sticking around, thanks for staying. Lastly, if there's something you want to see reviewed, don't forget to let us know and we'll get to it. Thank you. We're hopping in 3, 2, 1. This film gets us up to speed with a curt narration detailing the state of Planet Orb. The planet was taken over by the Madballs, led by Commander Wolfbreath and his second in command, Baru's brother. A harsh dictator, he's enslaved the people of the planet, outlawed rock music, enacted a curfew, and is forcing them to build a monument of him. Not everyone is happy about this, and some of the balls rebel, specifically the Madballs. In the film, they're a rock band that plays music in secret. They consist of Screamin' Mimi, Freakella, Dusty, Hornhead, Skullface, and Oculus. They escape the planet after adopting Arg and Slobulus into their gang. They've built a rocket ship and head to Earth where rock music is allowed. The Madballs give chase in their own rocket ship and crash land on Earth smack dab in the middle of a full venue. They try to arrest the Madballs but are blown into space by the music, letting the Madballs jam all they want. One of the underlying themes in this film is rebelling against oppression and doing what you want. Funnily, this is a theme that's usually associated with rock music. The mood of the film is largely fun and quirky. There are a couple of weird scenes where the animation and screams of characters remind me of shows like Courage the Cowardly Dog. This film is also very predictable, but outside of that, it's an entertaining film. When it comes to the voice acting, I enjoyed it. The voices sound very typical of animated and non-animated shows from the 80s. They fit the stereotype I was expecting. Jeffrey Bowes, Jerry Craden, Cree Summer, Keith Hampshire, Don Franks, and others did a wonderful job of voicing the Madballs and Badballs. The voices fit the animated characters. Even though it was predictable, I enjoyed the direction of the film. I thought it was a fun story with an engaging plot and quirky characters. I also really enjoyed the pace of the film. Running at 23 minutes, it provided enough time to create a backstory and a compelling plot. However, there were some scenes and transitions that may have benefited from some additional screen time. Since the Madballs are a rock band, it makes sense that rock music would be in the movie. Jerry Lee Lewis's Great Balls of Fire is a welcome addition to the film and helps set the tone of the movie, upbeat and punkish. On the other hand, the dialogue in the film is very cheesy. I'm not an expert on films and shows from the 1980s, but the why I oughtas and puns certainly felt in place. Despite the grainy look typical of films at the time, it's very colorful. It reminds me of shows like Scooby-Doo, Thundercats, and Gem and the Holograms. Overall, the film was fun to watch. The music was catchy, the voices were interesting, and the characters were unique. The plot, direction, and pacing could have been improved, but ultimately, this silly cartoon was worth watching. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Thank you for listening to my review of Madballs Escape from Orb. If you enjoyed the content and want to support the channel, leave a like and hit subscribe. If you agree or disagree with me, let me know in the comments. I'd love to read what you have to say. If there's something you want reviewed, let us know and we'll get to it. Lastly, if you want to see some more from me, you can check out my vlogs linked up above or my podcast, Friends with Benefits. My name is Diego, and I'll see you next time.